What was the most fucked up thing that was generally accepted 20 years ago? People dying of chronic myeloid leukemia. 20 years ago it was 100% fatal in less than 5 years. Now it's treated with a once a day pill with no side effects for most people. Fucking miracle science right there. Until 2003 it was perfectly fine for 16-year-old girls to pose topless for UK tabloid newspapers. There were countdowns for 15-year-olds to when they would be 16 and legal to print with pics taken and printed on their 16th birthday. Paying $1.29 so 9 seconds of a song played when your phone rang. Edit. I've thought this through and am now debating going to the Succession theme for all work numbers calling my phone. Willing to workshop this with folks in the comments lol. My high school had an area that we were allowed to smoke. A designated smoking area for kids under 18. Paying $0.25 per text messages. Lau Perelman deserves a spot on this list. Stole millions and molested many while building his empire of boybands in the late 90s. https://abknews. go.com/us/Lau Perelman Backstreet Boys and Singlure People Massive / ID equals 67,630,954. https://www.intouchweekly.com/post/Lau Perelman Backstreet Boys 153,879/. 25 years ago, I had a gym teacher who did not think asthma was a thing and wouldn't let me have my inhaler at hand in class. I walked every mile because I didn't want to die. There's still a lot of trouble for the undiagnosed, but tons of physical and mental health issues that were downplayed or outright ignored at least have some kind of support system or protocol now. It's not perfect, but at least we know they're real and are starting to do something. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thanks for the award, and I'm sorry you all had to go through similar BS, but I'm really glad it wasn't just me. I was a teenager in the 90s, and I don't know if it was just round where I'm from, but it seemed to be acceptable to be sexually assaulted at the shows. Fairground for those not in Scotland. I went with friends every year from age 11 and it always happened. It was just kind of like shrug, well that's just what happens. Pretty sure this is just my area. Leaving the house and going out into the city with no way to contact your loved ones besides payphones. Girls Gone Wild. Would not fly in today's environment, filming drunk girls doing things. Smoking inside everywhere. McDonald's had ashtrays when I was a kid. This thread just proves that something we are doing nowadays will be considered fucked up in 20 years time. But we don't know what. Not 20 but 21 years ago they let me, a former child, enter the cockpit during a commercial flight. I feel like this maybe was longer than 20 years ago, but I distinctly remember restaurant hosts asking if we wanted to sit in a smoking or non-smoking section. Being able to take a look in the cockpit of a plane. The stewardesses would actively ask some kids on the flight if they wanted to take a look in the cockpit. I remember when I stepped in the cockpit of a Boeing 747 I decided I wanted to become a pilot someday. When my time came to choose what to study, my parents talked me out of it because of the financial crisis and a lot of pilots were without jobs at that time. Shutting down Napster. In middle school a student dressed up like an SS Nazi for Halloween. Nobody said anything until my choir teacher told him that some people may find it offensive. Teacher was Jewish. Smoking around your kids, especially in the car. I always got bronchitis. That OxyContin wasn't habit forming, and it was a miracle drug. Gentle reminder to everyone. 20 years ago was 2001. Take some aspirin while you read these. It will help with your back.